All right, I haven't posted in a little while, and as you can see, my bench is in horrible shape, as is the rest of my room. I have got so much shit laying around. Yeah, I mean, that's not even funny. Look, I got 6 Power Cushion Gothic 12s that's going in my daggone van, but what we got here? So it came today. The box is not in that great a shape, so just look. So there's the part that's supposed to open right there. But when I got it, this is what it looks like. That's the opposite part. That's the hinge part of the box. You know, it's, you know what I mean? So let's see. Let me put the phone on a stand. Let me pause the video. Let's unbox this thing and see what kind of shape it's in. And then let's see if it turns on. I'm not going to do a bench power test, an amp dyno, or nothing like that. I'm going to unbox it and make sure that it actually comes on and works. And that's it for today. So let me put the phone on a stand. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I think we're going. Yeah, we're going. So, like I said, you know, let's open this thing. Boom, boom. That's the way the box is supposed to open. So, you know, like I said, this, I mean, it is what it is. So let's turn this up here so you can see it. Let me make sure that it's all in the camera. Yep. So we've got the manual, and it is the correct manual. You know, we've got the 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 13,000, 18,000 watt amp, all on this manual. And this one is the 13,000. So put it to the side. And let's just see. So we've got the Allen keys, and we've got this is the cheap bass knob, not the good one. I thought it was supposed to have come with the good one, I thought. So let's take all that stuff off. Oh, I see, said the blind man. So I'm not going to bitch and complain too much. I'm not going to bitch and complain too much because it's not the one that I ordered, but let's see if anything's damaged. And I don't care about that bass knob. I don't use the factory bass knobs anyway. Well, let's cut the tape off of the bag right here. I know y'all don't want to hear a bunch of plastic rattling around, but it is what it is sometimes. Now, okay. This end right here, okay, we've got the panel style RCAs. They are not damaged. We've got 2 sets of 8-gauge speaker outputs, which is awesome. We've got metal potentiometers for the gain, the high pass and low pass filters, and the bullshit bass boost. And this one does have the power clip and protect lights on the amplifier. Now, it kind of makes me wonder. We'll use this cable and then the bass knob, the good bass knob to, you know, from one of the other Bermans amps, You know, is it going to work? We'll find that out at a later time. On this side, oh look, we got 2 fans on this side. Let me see. Yep, so we got 4 fans. We've got 2 fans on this side. You know, we've got a fan on here and here. And then we've got the fan here and here. So we got 4 cooling fans. They should be in a push-pull configuration. And we'll figure out which way they go at a later date. And then we got the 2 positives here in the middle. We got the 2 grounds here on the outsides. And those are out gauge. But look. And nothing is damaged. Nothing is damaged, so that's good. Well, we got a mounting foot that's bent slightly. But yes, we've got the voltmeter on top of the amp. This is not the one I ordered, but you know what? I like this one better. I like this amp better. It does have this handy dandy, all this shit right here. Awesome. So, let me, I'm not even gonna pause the damn video. I'm not gonna hook it up to main power yet. So what I want to do is I want to hook up my current loading power supply. Yep, it's in the video. And we're just going to put it on 14 volts or so, 14 and a half there. And it'll be more than enough to turn this amplifier on. So we've got power. We've got power here, and then we've got a ground here. And it's going to tell me right now if it's got a short circuit on the power supply or not. So right there, no, there's no current going through it. So we do not have a short circuit on the power supply. So it should turn on. So let me get a remote wire jumper. And, you know, it does take a little bit of time to do stuff like this. Let's get a remote wire jumper here. And then I'm going to connect it to the remote wire on my head unit. So that means to complete that circuit, I've got to put a jumper from the ground over here to the amplifier. So the remote wire circuit will be complete. So now I can turn the head unit on. And I've got an error on my USB. And again, an error on my USB. I don't like that. Oh, there, it came on. And that's 40 hertz playing through my my deck power going to my Pioneer speakers and floor, my home audio speaker. So now I'm just going to turn the remote wire on, and let's see. Let's see. Make sure it turns on. Oh, there we go. And it's on. 14.4 volts here is what it's saying. We got 14.6 volts going in, idling 3.4 amps of current, idle. So, okay, the voltmeter might be a little bit off, but I mean, that's okay. Look, we got power light on. We've got power light on there. Now let's turn it back off so I can hook up my RCAs. And we got a line input, left and right. So it's input only, not input and output. So, and yes, this might be boring, but you know what? This is what I do. So I'm going to turn the low pass all the way. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit because all the way down is 50 hertz. I'm going to turn it to, you know, about the horizontal position. That's probably around 100 hertz or so. The high pass or the subsonic filter, it's at 10 hertz all the way down. So now the gain's all the way down. Now let's turn on my oscilloscope. While it's booting up, let's see. Yep, there we go. Here's one positive. It really don't matter if it's positive or negative here. Doesn't matter because it's AC. So it doesn't matter. So let's, 15 volts. We don't want that. So we're about 14 volts. I guess I could have got set up a little bit better before I turned everything on, but you know, I wanted to do it live or, you know, semi-live, whatever. Just in case the amplifier did not work when I turned it on. But you know what? It is working so far. So I'm going to put the oscilloscope probes on here. Now we're going to turn the amp back on. And it is on. Now we're going to unpause the track. We're going to turn this up to 5.0 on the volume. Oh, you can see the waveform right there already. So we're working. So now the input sensitivity, which is going to be the amplifier gain on the amp. So now we're going to turn it up and up right there. It's all the way, the gain is all the way up. But I have run into this problem before. Let me see. Let me turn the low pass filter up. Yeah, see the filter, the low pass filter. So I turned it up. Now we got more output. See, we're at about 110 volts on the output. Let me just turn the volume up like one click. There we go. Now we're clipping. Okay, so now we're, volume 50, we're not clipping at 109 volts, 110 volts. Volume 51, we're clipping at 120 volts. And you can see that here as well. See right here, clip light. Clip light. See, it's clipping, actual clipping. Now I'm just going to turn the volume down one click. See? The clip light. I can't really get it all in. My oscilloscope screen's not really big enough to get it all in the screen, but you can see kind of we're clipping the clip light and the clip on the screen. There's volume 50, volume 51. So the clip light on this amplifier is actually pretty freaking accurate. I mean, you can see right now, you know, the waveform is pretty clean on the screen, and it's not clipping on the amp. And then one click, boom, one click, and now it's clipping on the screen. So, you know what? Thumbs up for Bermans on this amplifier. Look, I like that, the LEDs on the Bermans display there. I like the voltmeter here, even though it's a little bit off, you know, it's about 0.2 off or whatever, but you know, it's just a cool little feature. So yeah, so far so good. I will be doing a bench test on this thing here probably tomorrow or maybe the next day, but I just wanted to do an unboxing because the box did, you know, it was kind of in bad shape, but you know what? Amplifier's in good shape, and that's what matters. So thumbs up. Yes, my hands are dirty. I've been riding four-wheelers today. Yeah, with my family, my friends. Yeah, I don't just do car audio, I do a bunch of shit. So yeah, look, that's 1,000 hertz right there. 1,000 hertz. Anyway, so yeah, next time we'll do a bench test, amp dyno test, see how much power we can get out of this 13,000.1. I'm excited for that. But like I said, I just wanted to unbox this, make sure the amplifier worked, and make sure it wasn't in bad shape. And you know what? This one came in really good shape. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And we'll see you next time. That's it for this one. Peace.